Hello and welcome to the channel. If you haven't done so already, make sure to like and subscribe. Really appreciate it. So the PlayStation 5 Slim has released. It's out in the wild. Oh boy. I've seen the obviously the the teardown. There's been multiple videos. I'm sure there's like a ton of them out there in YouTube lands because there's a lot of people with are in the tech places like I am. But for me, I was like, I don't want to purchase this because I already have enough shit around here. And I just bought that the PlayStation 5, the Spider-Man one. So it doesn't make sense for me to purchase this Slim. And plus there's like a ton of videos online for the unboxings. So I'm sure you don't want to see me unbox it. I'll probably try to make it interesting somehow. But as you can see, it's super simple to open it up, as well as take out the DVD drive. And man, we have some things to talk about when it comes to the DVD drive. Oof. I hope that Sony actually listens to their fans and reverse this course like ASAP. I hope they do, because this is not good at all. So the fact that, yeah, you can add the disc drive to your digital PlayStation 5, that's no problem. The problem is it registers the disk drive when you are updating the console. So if you don't have internet, it's going to be a problem. And it's going to be a problem whether you buy the one with the disc or without the disc, which is just, oh God, Sony, what are you doing? And then so when you factory reset the console, it unregisters the DVD drive. It's crazy. So every time you set up your console, it's literally registering the DVD drive. Oh God. So can you imagine a few years from now when those servers actually goes offline? There goes the game preservations, especially with this console, because this is going to be the standard going forward. This is taking over the place of the the original PlayStation 5, the big one, heavy, but it did what it's supposed to do. It plays games. That's all we care about. So this is from one of my YouTubers that I follow on YouTube. This is from Marlin Gaming Nation. So I'll put the link in the description for you if you want to go check out the live stream that he did. He actually, got the console, unboxed it on live stream, and pretty much hooked it up, updated it. So the first thing that the console does once you connect it to the internet is obviously it's going to get the latest software. So it's going to update that. And then after it updates the software, then it's going to ask you to update your controller, which makes sense. If you got new controllers, it needs software updates on those controllers as well. And then the third thing, here's the third thing here. I don't know why I said it like that. Third thing, man. The third thing here is terrible accent. The third thing is going to ask you to update your disk drive. See, look at that. Updating your disk drive. It's crazy. I don't know if you guys can see it, but he does take a picture of it. It literally asks you, it says here, your disk drive is connected to your PS5. To use your disk drive, register it to your PlayStation 5. That is crazy. That's crazy. I don't know if you can see it, but let me try to see if I can kind of like zoom in on the picture so you guys can see it a little bit clearer, which is just crazy. God, I love software. That's so cool. So as you can see here, I can see it. I can see it just fine. As you can see, your disk drive is connected to your PS5. To use your disk drive, register it to your PlayStation. So it's literally locking your disk drive to your console. I mean, I get it, so nobody can steal your disk drive, I guess. But it should be like a one-time thing. You know what I mean? Like once it's updated, it's good to go. You update your disk drive, it should be unlocked to use on any kind of PS5. It doesn't matter which kind of console you have. It doesn't matter whether you have a digital one and you want to, get the disk drive. fine. You can just buy it secondhand, whatever. Put it on. It doesn't matter. But it literally locks it to your console. So let's say your console goes, it shits the bed, and you can't like factory reset it, and you take out the disk drive and try to sell it. Guess what? You can't. You can't do that. Sony will not allow you to do that. They won't let you sell parts of your console for profit, or at least trying to make a little bit of your money back. So this is, God, it's kind of like when you purchase a phone from these companies, especially when you're on like whether you get it at credit, whether you get it as a bill credit or whatever, you're pretty much stuck with that phone for however long those lengthy contracts are. So, but you can't leave that said company until the contract is fulfilled. And if you do decide to leave early, they can blacklist your phone, making you not be able to use it. So the only places you can use it is overseas because they run on completely different networks. But it's just that you're being locked. All it is like that disk drive and your console are locked together. So it doesn't matter whether you purchase one from whether you get the one with a disk drive or if you decide to update it to get a disk drive later, which is just insane. It's crazy. But let's see. So he does take a picture of it, which is just, to me, this is absolutely insane, especially like later on down the road when later on down the road, like what happens if these servers stop working, or if the company decides to, not make games anymore. If Sony decided that they're done making games and they shut down all these servers, this is where, game preservations come into play, which is crazy. So I'm also going to show you another video that I also saved. It's from Twitter. So once you factory reset your console, it will unregister the drive from your console. It doesn't matter whether you get the one with the disk drive. It doesn't matter. It unregisters your disk drive, which is just crazy in my opinion. But let's go to that video. So here is the video. I'm assuming this is a brand new console that hasn't been set up yet, but they were just doing a testing. So I will leave a link to both channels in the description. At least I will leave a thread of the Twitter page on the link on the description below, as well as Marlin Gaming's stuff in the below in the description. I'll leave that below for you guys. So as you can see, this person goes into the settings, system, reset, and then reset your console. The first thing that pops up on there after he does it, the first thing, all user and all data will be deleted. Console sharing and offline play will be disabled for all users on this PlayStation 5. So the first thing that pops up on there, unregistering your disk drive. This is crazy. They need to fix this like ASAP. Because remember when PlayStation decided that they weren't going to give you access to PlayStation 3 network, and we were all outraged. We all came together in solidarity, and we told them, no, you're not going to do that shit. And they reversed course. This is what we have to do now. We have to, or the same thing with the PlayStation 4, where if the CMOS battery dies, you won't, and then if you change into another one, you won't be able to have access to your digital games. So Sony had to change or update the PlayStation 4 so where if you do change the CMOS battery, it's not going to be able to affect your games that are linked to your account or games that you purchase digitally, in general. So because it had to do with like the achievements or trophies, I guess, that they had to fix. I don't know. But anyway, this is pretty crazy. I hope that, Sony gets wind of this and actually fixes this is just a terrible move in my opinion. This is anti-consumer to its maximum. I mean, Sony's been on a tear with being anti-consumer lately. I don't know what the fuck happened, but it's just that residual effect of Jim Ryan running that fucking company to the fucking floor, in my opinion. But I'll be honest, I'll give him his flowers too. He has released some bangers. God of War, banger. You know what I'm saying? I enjoyed God of War. I enjoyed the Spider-Man game. I finished it not that long ago. And then Horizon Forbidden West, they finished that one as well too. So those were under Jim Ryan's leadership. But we're not going to talk about the layoffs and because that was on a separate video. As well as live service games getting canceled. That was also under Jim Ryan's leadership. And yeah, the PlayStation 5 Slim and all its nonsense that's happening. Oh, snap. Hold on 1 second here. I guess I didn't have this up correctly because I had zoomed in on the other video. So let me just make sure that you guys can see it. Factory reset. So there you go. So it's unregistering, which is just, like I said, this is crazy. We have to say something. We can't just stay silent. This is absolutely insane. They need to fix this ASAP. All it needs to do is update it to the latest software, and then you can take it and put it on any fucking console. It doesn't fucking matter whether the console is bricked or not bricked, or it's not working, something happens to it. Doesn't fucking matter, Sony. You should be able to put that disc drive on any console, and it's good to go. But when it's locked to a console and that console stops working, my opinion, that disk drive is no longer, you won't be able to utilize that disk drive on any other console. Somebody should do some sort of test like that. Just brick a PS5 Slim and then take off its disk drive and then try to register it on a different PS5. See what happens. See if it works. Or just take two PS5 Slims, remove both disk drive, and then swap them and seeing if it works. Somebody should do that. One of these big YouTubers with money, do that. Take two PS5 Slims and swap out their swap out the disk drive and see if it works, or if it's somehow just linked to that specific PlayStation Slim. Somebody should do that. That's a good video idea. You're welcome. As always, make sure to like, subscribe. I'll see you in the next one.